live in a world that encourages hustle, runs on urgency, and glorifies toxic productivity. Many of us learned early on, through experiences that shaped us on a nervous system level, that we had to perform to be loved and override our own needs and feelings in a rush to keep up. We internalized beliefs that time is scarce, that we're always running out, and that we're only worthy if we spend it well. As a result, many of us are walking around with a nervous system that relates to time as a threat. Time anxiety isn't just stress about your schedule. It's rooted in a felt sense of unease, a nervous system stuck in urgency, and a body that never learned it's safe to slow down. And overcoming time anxiety isn't about better time management. It's about helping your body feel safe enough to stop rushing and rewiring the pressure and panic you've carried for too long. One of the most effective tools I've found for shifting deeply ingrained patterns of anxiety is a psychosensory tool called havening techniques. Havening uses gentle, soothing touch to work directly with the parts of the nervous system where trauma, urgency, and fear are often stored. And it doesn't just help you feel less stressed in the moment, it can actually begin to repattern the underlying pathways that have been holding that urgency and pressure in place. So in today's somatic meditation, I'll guide you through a self-havening practice to support your nervous system in breaking free from the cycle of urgency and overwhelm. This isn't about putting a Band-Aid over your time anxiety. It's about shifting it deeply. By meeting the urgency with compassion and offering your body a new experience of safety, you not only create deep relief, you can begin to see your relationship with time, pressure, and productivity through a more conscious and empowered lens. Welcome to Somatic Healing Meditations, the podcast that helps you regulate your nervous system, deepen your healing journey, and feel better in your body. I'm Karenna with Hello Inner Light, and I'm so happy you're here. I'm a somatic healing coach who specializes in compassionate, body-centered processing techniques that help you heal the wounds that are holding you back. So if that's the kind of content you need more of in your life, please subscribe to this podcast and join me every Friday on this beautiful journey out of your head and into your more embodied and authentic self. And if you want to learn even more about how to connect with your body and emotions in a deep and supportive way, I have a free mini course called the Feel It to Heal It mini course that's available on my website. In 5 powerful mini lessons, it will help you drop in, deepen your compassionate self-understanding, and find more clarity and healing on your journey. Now, before we get started, here's a quick word from the sponsors that make all this free content possible. Now let's dive into this somatic meditation to overcome time anxiety. So finding a time and a space where it's safe and comfortable to close your eyes and turn your attention within. Just begin to do self-havening, and I'll describe exactly how to do that in case you're not familiar. So you can do self-havening in 3 ways. One way is to simply rub your palms together. So rubbing the palms of your hands together, with a pressure and at a pace that feels comfortable and maybe even soothing to you. So that's one way to do the havening touch, is you rub your palms together. A second way to do the havening touch is to rub down your arms from shoulder to elbow, shoulder to elbow, just going down, sort of like a gentle moving hug. And the third way to do self-havening is to rub anywhere on your face, cheeks, or forehead with your hands or fingers. And again, as you're rubbing your face, cheeks, or forehead, you're doing it with a pressure and a pace that feels good and comfortable to you. And we do this havening touch because this type of soothing touch has been shown to create delta waves in deep parts of our brain. And these delta waves actually downregulate our amygdala, which helps us release and rewire deep patterns of anxiety within our brain. So you're going to do the havening touch for the entirety of this somatic meditation, and you can move between those parts. You can move between rubbing your hands together, rubbing down your arms, or rubbing your face, cheeks, or forehead. And you can also modify the touch in any way. Make it feel good to you. So if there's anything about this that you don't enjoy, please feel free and empowered to modify it. And again, just continue to do the havening touch because the impacts it has on your nervous system healing are really profound. And now that you know how to do the self-havening, we're going to begin to focus on how to overcome your time anxiety. So to begin with, bring your time anxiety to mind. So you can think of a situation that makes you feel really anxious about time. You can think of a pattern of thoughts or worry that happens when you're feeling anxious about time. But go ahead and bring it to mind. Bring your time anxiety to mind. And as you do, your body is going to have a reaction. So notice what happens in your body as you think of your time anxiety. Breathing and havening. Where do you feel that time anxiety in your body the most? Is it more on the right or the left? Or maybe it's centralized, or maybe it's everywhere. Is this feeling in your body more deep or superficial? Is this feeling moving or still? how big is this feeling, or how much space does it take up within or around you? Noticing the height, width, thickness, and shape of this feeling. Does it have a color or a quality? And how would you describe this feeling? So havening and breathing. And notice anything else you notice about this feeling in your body. And just know that there's no way to do this wrong. You may have had answers to all of those questions I just posed. You may not have, and that's totally fine. The point of the questions is to help you tap in more deeply to the felt sense in your body that comes up around time anxiety. So even if you didn't get answers to the questions still helped you attune differently to your body and to this feeling. Now go ahead and rate the intensity of this time anxiety in your body on a scale from 0 to 10. 0 being this feeling is not distressing at all, and 10 being this feeling is maximally distressing. And notice if this feeling is familiar. Like you may have felt this so many times in your life before. But right now, you're feeling it in a new way. The havening touch is down regulating your amygdala, which helps your body rewire it. You're feeling your anxiety as a felt sense in your body in a different way than you probably have before. And now we're going to continue to do the self-havening, so continue to do the havening touch. But I'm going to guide you through some distractions. We're going to distract your conscious brain. We're going to take your awareness away from the feeling for just a little while. And this actually helps your nervous system rewire. So you felt the feeling, the havening touch is doing its thing, it's supporting your nervous system. And now, to bring your awareness away from the feeling, I'm going to go through the alphabet. I'm just going to say each letter of the alphabet. And go ahead and name 1 or 2 animals for every letter of the alphabet. And don't worry, you can't do this wrong if you can't think of any animals for certain letters, or you get the spelling wrong or anything like that. Don't worry at all. The entire point of this is just to take your conscious awareness deliberately somewhere else while the havening touch works to down-regulate your amygdala. All right, ready? Thinking of a couple animals for the letter A. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Great. Now continuing to do the havening touch. Our next distraction is I'm going to be quiet for a moment, and in your head, begin at 100 and count backwards by threes. And I'll be quiet for a minute, so just get as far as you can in a minute. Just go at a pace that's challenging enough to keep your brain engaged, but not incredibly difficult. So starting at 100, count backwards by threes. Great. Now bringing that to a close, continuing to do the havening touch in whatever way feels best to your body right now. And for our next distraction, think of 5 things that are yellow. And now think of 5 things that are purple. And now think of 5 things that are green. Great. So breathing and doing the self-havening. And now I'm going to guide you through some eye movements. And please do these eye movements incredibly gently. You can even do them with your eyes closed and just intend that you're moving your eyes. So doing the havening touch, very gently bring your eyes down and to the left. Giving yourself a gentle breath. And then bring your eyes back to center. When you're ready, gently bring your eyes down and to the right, giving yourself a gentle breath. Bring your eyes back to center. Now gently take your eyes in 2 circles to the right. Letting your eyes rest in the center, give yourself a gentle breath. Doing the havening touch and taking your eyes in 2 circles to the left. Letting your eyes rest in the center. Now, for the next 5 to 10 seconds, hum your favorite song or hum along with the meditation music. Great. Now count up from 1 to 5. Count down from 5 to 1. And again, take the next few seconds to hum a song. Great. So those were the distractions. Continuing to breathe and continuing to do the self-havening. Now gently bring your awareness back to your time anxiety. Noticing it again in your body as we did before. And what has changed about your anxiety by doing this havening with the distractions? What feels different now? What looks different now? And where would you rate this now on that scale from 0 to 10? Where does the anxiety fall on that scale now? And if your anxiety is still higher than you would like, then you can go back through again and do the distractions for longer. The havening touch will continue to create those soothing delta waves that down-regulate your amygdala and that help rewire these anxiety patterns deep in your brain. Now taking a few more breaths. We're gonna bring this to a close, so just give yourself another nice minute of havening. And as you're doing that, just see if there's anything else that wants to be noticed or anything else that wants to be acknowledged about this time anxiety. Taking another 2 breaths. Now, whenever you feel ready, you can let the havening touch go and gently allow yourself to open your eyes. Great work. So, how was that somatic meditation to overcome time anxiety for you? What shifted within you? And I'm curious, what was your number at the beginning on that 0 to 10 scale? And what was it at the end? Please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me today. As a reminder, you're invited to enroll in my free mini course, the Feel It to Heal It mini course, to experience even more regulation, inner connection, and clarity. If you enjoyed today's episode, it would mean so much to me if you would subscribe to this podcast and also rate and review it. You could also send this episode to a friend who you think would enjoy it. And don't forget to join me every Friday on this beautiful journey out of your head and into your more embodied and authentic self.